And then it is Luke Hyam passing it over to Andri, one-on-one against the keeper, and he scores his second goal in his debut match. If you need coins, go ahead and use the code in the description below. It is Johnny for FIFA Coin Zone. And also, if you want to play for some real money, go ahead and click the link for gamersaloon.com and sign up. Hey, assistant coach, how are you guys doing? It is me, Johnny Sports, and welcome back to the Bristol City career mode. And as you guys might remember, we just started season number 2 in the championship, and it would be amazing if you guys could smash that like button. 1k likes is the goal for today. As you can see at the start, Freeman is the guy that I'm trying to get rid of because he's just not good enough. He didn't perform good enough, even though he was in the starting 11 every single game, or at least most of the time. And now I was looking for some center attacking midfielders who were also suggested by you guys in the comments down below. The first one was a player that actually played for the Sweden U21 team, and I was looking forward to get him into the team because that is someone I've never used. Same with Lucas Andersen from Ajax, center attacking midfielder, 20 years old. I offered a lot of money for him, and plus Freeman in that deal. So I was looking forward to get a really talented center attacking midfielder into the team that could at least keep our team going for this and the next season. And Salih Uçan definitely was someone that I would have loved to try once again, because I think in the center attacking midfield position he does a lot better than in the center midfield position in which I used him in one of my one of my older career modes. Wallison Malman was a Brazilian, so I thought to myself, hey, he could be a good one. Fabio Storgian, the next one that I'm going for, I'm offering a bit of money for him, and Freeman added into that deal. So a few good players were in these offers, so I would have loved to get one of them into the team because we definitely need a better center midfielder than Freeman, who is just not doing the job. He is just not doing it. Haim is playing behind him in the center defensive midfield position, and he has more assists and more goals than the guy playing in front of him, and having more room to go ahead and score goals and get the assists. But so far, he hasn't been able to do so. Now, we will play against Wigan Athletic. This is the second game of the season, but it is the first game that we are actually playing, and it started off horrible. Wigan straight off in the 3rd minute scored that goal that got them the 1-0 lead, and they were attacking still in the 16th minute. Our goalkeeper is making an amazing save. As you might remember, we do have a new goalkeeper in the team who is 72 rated with decent potential, so he will definitely be someone that we will use for a long time. But right here, he wasn't able to get to it, and we conceded that goal. So it's 2-0 for Wigan Athletic, and this just wasn't right. This could not be happening. And we got a big chance in, but sadly that shot it just lands in front of the goalkeeper and just gets deflected off, and we had to make some changes. The 3 changes that we made were Cole Smith and Samed Yeşil. Yes, he is back from his injury, and yes, he can play for this team once again. Bristol City now on the attack. It is a perfect header from Tavernier, our right midfielder, able to score that goal in the 83rd minute, and there is still enough time to get that equalizer. That would just be perfect for Bristol City, but sadly, boys, this was an away game, and we were just not able to beat the home team this time. Obviously, the championship will be a lot tougher than the League One with this team. Our players do have to develop to a level where we will be able to comfortably get to the BPL, but at this point, there is still a long way to go. And as you can see, boys, every single offer that we have made has been rejected, and a couple of players, or just at least one, left to another team before even taking our offer into consideration. And I just kept on going, trying to get some players into the team, but it just was not working out. No one wanted to play for Bristol City, which was kind of sad. I mean, yes, the offers were not really the best, but I don't have more money. I cannot spend more money on just one player. And we do have 3.6 million at this point, which is kind of a good amount. It doesn't mean that we don't have any money in the team, but every single team just wanted way too much money for their young talents who are actually rated around like 71 or 72, but no one wanted to sell them, even though some of them don't really have the highest potential. It just was sad to see that there was no real option for our team to go forward and replace Freeman. So I did go ahead and start to look for loans. Jose Izquierdo was one I was trying to get, a left winger, 23 years old. So if we could get him into the team, we could move Williams to the centre back position, Brian would go back to the left back position, and then one of these guys that I'm inquiring for would be joining our team. And Daniel Villalba, or Villalba as they like to call him, is a 23-year-old from Argentina. No, it is not Villalba, it is another player who has a V instead of a B in his name. That was one I was going for. Then Frank Achiampong is a really good player playing for Anderlecht, and he just destroyed me on the online career mode. If you could remember that, he was in the team of DJ99, so he was still in my mind, and I did go for him as well on a loan deal. The next one was Silvan Widmer and Leandro Bacuna also joining into this offer frenzy. I was just trying to get at least one good transfer in the team, and the reason I was going for loans now was that I really wanted to go ahead and invest that money into the youth academy, which is, in my opinion, much more important for a road to glory career mode. So Freeman will be sticking to the team, but I decided to play Smith in the center defensive midfield position and play Hayem in front of him, because Freeman is just not doing the job anymore. Actually, I shouldn't say anymore. Yes, in real life he has been amazing for Bristol City, but that doesn't mean that in the game he is also going to be amazing for me. So Smith is now taking over the starting lineup position, and I'm pretty sure that Hayem will do a great job in the center midfield position. But we do start off in the 4th minute already with a goal from Labidi, who is now our main striker after Kieran Agard has left the team, and he is playing together with Andre in the striking position, a youth academy player who we have gotten into our team. Actually, he's a free agent that we have bought. But boys, Smith, the center defensive midfielder, somehow landed in the attacks, and he just did go ahead and score that goal for our team. Really nice finish from him. And Labidi tried to score one more goal, but he wasn't able to do so. But now he's playing that perfect pass over to Andre, who will take the shot and make it 3-0 for Bristol City, which is definitely a great result after that loss that we just had against Wigan. And Burnley is a team that dropped down from the BPL in the last season in my career mode. So that just shows us that we are able to beat a former BPL side straight after they get relegated. I don't know if they sold a lot of players, but currently we are the better team. Burnley now 3-0 down, and they were not really doing anything. Freeman now joined into the game. Yeşil getting past the players with the fake shot, and then the step over and the perfect finish. As you guys know, Yeşil has the best finishing in this team, and it will probably remain that way. A great shot from him, the goalkeeper not even trying to get to it. But that was not the last goal. Andre hits the crossbar and Yeşil picks it up and scores it. I actually thought that was offside, but it is now 5-0. An amazing win after that loss, and the whole team have redeemed themselves after that really bad performance against Wigan. So it is a 5-0 win, and that will just make every team in this league shiver. And my voice break, just what the hell was that, man? I hope you guys didn't hear that. But Corey Smith is being wanted by a lot of teams straight after that great performance that he had in the last match. But Frank Achiampong actually did accept the loan offer that we made for him, and he is now joining our team, a 71 rated left midfielder, and now he will play in the left midfield position. Brian will move back into the left back position, and Williams will play in the centre back position where he actually belongs to, even even though he's not the tallest player. With Flint together, I think that will be a good combination. So Williams will be like the pacey center back, and Flint will just be the brick wall, the guy that gets all the headers. And like I said before, I did decide to go ahead and spend the money on a youth scout and keep 1 million in the transfer budget. But all the teams, like I said, were just trying to get Corey Smith out of our team, and I just wasn't really accepting any offer. Even though they offered more than twice his worth at times, I just had to say that probably after selling him, I wouldn't have been able to get a better player at this point for that money. I mean, he's just such a great all-rounder. He was on the bench most of the time last season, but I really learned to love him, and he is a player who has like 74 or 75 potential, so he will still grow a little bit more, and we will keep him in the team. West Ham were actually trying to get him. 2.8 million was what I counter-offered, but they just came back with 2.5 all the time, so I got pissed and I just said, hey, 3.5, alright? If you want to buy him, go ahead and pay that. But West Ham said no to that, so Corey Smith will be sticking to Bristol City, so no worries about that one. And now that Corey Smith has taken over, Freeman will be like a constant substitute in every single game that we play, because our centre midfielders do get tired very fast because they have to work a lot in this team. I did send my scout to Brazil because obviously there is no Brazilian league in this game, which really makes me sad because I love to find some great young talent from Brazil. Hopefully they will be in FIFA 16, but right now in the background you can see that Andri actually got to a 69 rating, Labidi got to the 68 rating, Cole and Yeşil did grow to the 65 rating, so all of our strikers did get +1 on their stats. So this team does still grow a lot, and we will hopefully see a lot of players in the starting lineup grow by +4 or even +5 in this season. That is my goal, but in order to be able to do that, we need to win games and we need to be able to fight for the promotion. Obviously the team is not expecting that from us, but I would just love to go ahead and just win the title. I mean, how amazing would that be? I think we are capable of doing that. I do trust this team, and especially I do trust our strikers because they are just amazing and they are the ones that do carry this team. Labidi last season had over 20 goals. Devante Cole had over 20 goals. Kieran Agard over 20 goals. Yeşil came into the team and scored a load of goals, even though he came in late and didn't have enough time to score many. But we start off against Watford, and this is an away game. Andri was the striker with the best penalty stats, so he had to take it, and he takes it into the top left corner, and it is already 1-0 for Bristol City. But Watford is a team that you really have to take care of because this team is just really good at attacking, and every single time they came forward, I just wasn't able to defend. Like, honestly, I just did so bad. But in the striking position, I just did even better. We did score a goal with Labidi once again, who is just on top form in this episode. The second season started off with our strikers showing that they will once again take over the game and try their best to get into the top scoring list, and we will see who actually will be the top scorer of this season. I'm excited to see which players will be the ones to take over. It could be Devante Cole, it could be Yeşil, because we do have a lot of rotation in our team and we will play every single striker as much as we can. And I'm thinking, like, my honest opinion, I think Labidi could get it. I don't know how good Andri is yet. He has just played a few games and I just don't know how good he is. Yes, he's the most promising one. Yes, he has the highest potential, but Labidi has been really consistent last season, and I really hope he will do the same this season and just go ahead and be the top scorer, because he does also have like 77 or 78 potential, which is still very good for this league. That is, of course, also the question for you assistant coaches in the poll. I just want to know, which striker do you think will be scoring the most goals in this team. I would really like to see what you guys think, because in my opinion, it will be a very tough fight. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode, and now enjoy the assistant coaches showcase.